Welcome to this tutorial on how to add a services in Bookingor. In Bookingor, we created multiple design templates to display services. In demos, first, you can search services quickly and easily. Just type the name, and it's ready. You can also filter services by price, adjusting the minimum and maximum to find the perfect match for any budget. Switch between list view and grid view for a display for better flexibility. Need to clean up your service display? You can hide details like descriptions, cost of service, duration, capacity limits, or you can edit service headings to suit your needs. And you can change images to icon style to keep things sleek and simple. Now let's add a new service. Go to the Bookingor plugin in your WordPress admin and select Services from the menu. Now, to add a new service, click on the Add Service button. At the very top section, start by selecting the category for the service. If the category field is empty, create a category first. Go to the category in the plugin menu. I have created a separate video, How to Add a Category. Here you can see a list of all categories and subcategories as well. Subcategories are only available in the Pro version or as an add-on. To create subcategories, select a category you want to edit or add a new category. I'm going to edit the facial category. Go to Action column, click on 3 dots, and click Edit. Here you can see the subcategory toggle is off. Turn on the toggle of subcategories and type the names of subcategories you want, separated by commas or using Enter. For this category, I'm going to add Anti-Aging Facial, Brightening Facial, and Hydrating Facial. Click on Update Category with the new subcategories. Now go back to the Services page and click on to Add Service button on top. Select the category first. A category must be selected whenever you add a new service. After selecting a category, subcategories are optional, but can only be available if a category is selected. For the Assignee field, select a staff member to assign this service. If no staff is listed, create one first in the Staff menu. To add details for service, let's start with the Basic tab. Here is the service name. Enter the name of your service for category that I selected. I am going to make a service called Signature Glow Facial Experience. For service description, provide a description of the service, or leave a blank. Add service image. Click on Upload button. Select an image that you like, and click on Use this image. Next, move to the Price and Duration tab to set the pricing and time for the service. Cost. Enter the cost of the service, $80. You can change any currency you want. Click on Change Currency link, and it moves to the Settings page. Now go to the Payment tab, and here you can see a list of all countries booking or support all world currencies. Now go back to Services. Partial payment is an advance deposit for your customer. Enable this option. Customers secure their booking by paying a portion amount up front. As you can see, here are 2 types of deposits: fixed deposit and percentage deposit. Fixed deposit. If your service costs $80 and you set a fixed deposit of $20, the customer will pay $20 up front to confirm the booking. Percentage deposit. If your service costs $80 and you set a percentage deposit of 20%, the customer will pay $16 as the deposit. I'm going to set fixed deposit to $20. If your service doesn't require a partial payment, you can leave this option disabled. Partial payment are only available in the Pro version or as an add-on. Tax, specify the tax amount to $5, or you can leave this blank. Set service capacity limit. For example, a minimum limit of 1 and a maximum limit is unlimited, but I'm going to set max limit is 5. This is particularly useful for group activities like classes or workshops, or services with limited resources. If your service doesn't require a capacity limit, you can leave this option disabled. Total service duration. Enter the duration of the service. For instance, 30 minutes. You can also select the duration type, such as minutes, hours, daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on your service. Start time slot increments. Choose time slot increments if needed. For example, toggle the option on and set the increment to 15 minutes. This is helpful for services with fixed intervals, such as 15 or 30-minute appointments. If your service doesn't need this, you can leave it off. Set a buffer time between bookings. Here are 2 options: before buffer time and after buffer time. Let's start with before buffer time. If you set it to 15 minutes, the service slot will begin 15 minutes later than the selected start time. This is particularly useful for tasks like setting up equipment, preparing a workspace, or reviewing customer details. After buffer time, this is the time reserved after the booking ends. For instance, if you set after buffer time to 10 minutes, the next available slot will start 10 minutes after the current booking finishes. This is great for cleanup, resetting the workspace, or taking a short break before the next customer. Now let's go to Add Extras tab. You can offer additional items or services related to the main service. To add an extra, click the Add Extra button to create unlimited extras for this service. Enter the name of the extra, called Neck and Shoulder Massage. Specify the price for this extra. For instance, $15. Max quantity. Set the maximum quantity a customer can select. Duration. Define the duration for this extra. For example, 15 extra minutes. You can select the unit as extra minutes, hours, daily, weekly. Now let's go to Add More Extra if needed. If not, just click on a close icon. Now let's move on to the Timesheet tab. You can set the weekly schedule for the service. Set the service hours for each day of the week. For example, you can set Monday start time 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. end time, and if there are breaks during the working day, you can easily add them by clicking on Add Break Time and the break time from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. If any day you want to mark as unavailable, simply toggle that day off. This is useful for services only offered on specific days. If you need service-specific hours in bookings or appointments, you need switch to service hours. Go to Settings page under the Basic tab. By default, the weekly time schedule uses the business hours. Change to service hours and save the settings. Keep in mind that service-specific timesheets are available only in the Pro version. Go back to Services and go to the Advanced Settings tab. Allows you to set booking, cancellation, and recurring options. Set the minimum time required for customers to book the service before it starts. For instance, 2 hours. Set the time limit for customers to cancel the booking before the service starts. For example, 1 hour. Repeat service. Enable this option for recurring services. For instance, a daily fitness class or weekly cleaning service. Choose how often the service should repeat, daily, weekly, or monthly. Just select the option that best fits your needs. Next, decide how your customers will pay for the recurring. You have 2 options. Option 1, customers can pay for all bookings up front, perfect for those who prefer a single, hassle-free transaction. Option 2, customers can pay as they go, making payments at each booking date. Great for flexibility. Keep in mind that repeat service is available only in the Pro version or as an add-on. Finally, in the Location tab, you can assign a location for the service. Select the location for your service. If no locations are listed, you need to create one first. Navigate to the Location menu in Bookingor and click on Add Location button, and then add the necessary details and return to the Services page and assign the location to this services. Once you're done, click the Publish button. And that's it. You've successfully added a new service to Bookingor. After saving, you'll need to use a Bookingor design template to display it. Go to the Styles Templates at Bookingor plugin menu, choose any design template you like, and copy its shortcode. You can paste this shortcode on any page, post, custom post type, or Elementor section, ready to take your bookings or appointments to the next level. Explore more features and tips on Bookingor.com.